Hey, awesome ones. Heather here. And you know what? I'm always saying be your authentic self. But I found a few things that I was doing that I really think was aging me. You want to know what they were? I'll start in just a few seconds. So have you been just kind of doing the same old things, the same old looks for the past few years? I mean, maybe it's the same toothpaste that you use in the morning and the same makeup and the same old hairdo that you had like in the 1980s or 90s or whatever, something like that. Well, I really took a good look at myself, especially in the past few years, and I started getting rid of some of the habits that I had that were making me look older or appear older. And I don't know about you, but I just don't want to be that obvious. So the number one thing that I stopped wearing was beige pantyhose. You know the kind that I mean, the kind that if you're porcelain skinned or fair like me, you're wearing like a nude pantyhose, a beige pantyhose, something like that. And look around, like people just aren't wearing the pantyhose anymore. So just accept the fact, as long as you're shaving your legs, of course, that bare legs are just fine. You know, I got to tell you this funny story. I went to somebody's house and of course I took off my shoes and I was wearing my little pantyhose. This wasn't even that long ago. And a little boy came up to me who was at the home and he said, "What happened to your toes?" So that was it. I was saying, okay, like he doesn't even think I have toes. It's time to give up the pantyhose. So if you're kind of stumped like I was as to, okay, I'm not wearing, the flesh-colored pantyhose, now what do? I personally don't like to walk around somebody's house in bare feet. So one of the things that you can do is get these little tiny sockettes. They're available at a lot of drugstores, and of course we'll link them in the description for you as well. They come in all different colors, including white, so those work for you. The other thing is maybe you're wearing a pair of shoes, bare legs, you're wearing a pretty summer dress or a skirt or something like that. I also find that the little Dr. Scholl's inserts, they work nice in the shoes, especially sneakers, because I don't know, but if you just wear your bare feet, you tend to get those sneakers and shoes stinky, and these things we just, throw them away and put in another pair. Also, gray, black pantyhose, I still think they're a go, and certainly, dark colored tights and that sort of thing, they're definitely still in. So number 2 is too much tanning. Now we all know not to go out and bake in the sun, but I think what happened to me was I started wearing these bare legs and I just thought, oh my gosh, everybody's looking at how white my legs are and that sort of thing. So I started going to the tanning beds and getting more of a tan on my legs. And you know what? You're still wrinkling up your skin. You're still doing some kind of sun damage. So instead of that, just be really, really happy with the skin that you're in. The porcelain skin is actually in, and of course we're going to want to shave our legs. We're going to want to, if we're showing off our arms, we're going to have a lot of moisturizer, maybe something with a little bit of a sheen to it, and be proud of the skin we're in. Another thing I used to do, and I don't really do it anymore, is I used to buy some products that would be my own spray-on tans, and for the legs or for the whole body and that sort of thing. I don't do that anymore. I have this fear that somebody's going to go, "Oh, sit down, Heather," and they're going to have me sitting on some white sofa. And I'm going to get up and there's going to be like 2 little orange marks there, and well, that's where Heather was, and not a pretty sight. Not a pretty thought. So for number 3, remember how I said at the beginning of the video how sometimes we just go on autopilot and we do the same old makeup, and you know, as an 80s model, I was, hey, you know what, this makeup looks great on me, but I had to learn that as I was aging, these were not my friends, these under eye eyeliners and too much eyeliners. And as a matter of fact, I did a video on how makeup can be aging you, and I'm going to put the link up there for you so you can take a look at it. And I mean, it's just my opinion, but I really feel that if you're really putting the darkness under your eyes, putting on too much bronzer, that sort of thing, you really are aging yourself. And another thing, there's so many new advances in makeup right now, and I've talked about an awful lot of them in my Friday videos and my beauty videos. And one of the items that I have, this is not sponsored by them, but is the Revlon Anti-Shine Cream. And let me just show you, in case this is maybe the first time you've seen one of my videos. It's not a powder, it's a cream, and I think underneath this eye right now, I don't know if Bill can get a little close-up of it, but I think I'm just a little bit shiny there. And watch this. You see that? It just takes the shine right away. But the other thing, it's not powder, so it's not kind of building up and making you wrinkly. And if you are wondering about, what are some of the other things that are new in makeup? We're really, really honored about this. Amazon has chosen Awesome Over 50 for a storefront. And so where it is amazon.com/shop/awesomeover50, and I'm allowed to put links to items like this. Some of my favorite makeup items, a lot of them I've just discovered recently, some of my favorite styles in fashion. We also, we thought about gifts, you know, a lot of our things that we absolutely think are awesome for pampering and all that sort of thing, food, kitchen items, and we've put the sections there, so you might want to take a look at that. And I am required by law to let you know that we do make a little bit of commission. You don't pay a penny more than what Amazon usually charges, but it is a wonderful way, and we really appreciate the support because we get a little bit of money at the end of the month, and it really helps us to continue doing these videos. So you know who you are, and I let me know who you are too in the comments, because I want to say thank you. Thank you for supporting us. And well, that's all I have to say about number 3. So number 4 is too much perfume. Hey, I know you love your perfume or your scent. It's fruity, Heather. You know, my husband loves it. It's very fresh. Yeah, yeah, you love it, but too much is just going to be too much. And I don't know if you've been to the theater lately, but right on the tickets for theater or ballet, they put down that they're a scent-free environment, and that means don't wear any perfume. And that also goes for your husband's cologne as well. So, I mean, a little dab will do you, that's fine. But if, well, I'll tell you a story. I went and bought Chanel No. 5 perfume or eau de toilette. I'm not too sure what it was, but I thought I was Marilyn Monroe. You know, this was back in the 90s, and I'm dousing on the Chanel No. 5 and thinking I'm all that. And I remember one time I was carpooling with some people, and there were 2 people sitting on either side of me, and one of the women was brave enough to let me know that I was wearing too much perfume, and I'm actually glad she called me out on it, because too much, it's too much. So number 5 is too much hairspray. Hey, I know in the 80s and the 90s, big hair was where it was at, and a lot of times, like, I used to put my hair upside down and spray on the hairspray, and I'd make these kind of phony things jutting out like this and put on the hairspray and all that sort of thing. And if you're still doing that, you're aging yourself, you know, you really are. I'm having a bad hair day today. I will tell you, I went out in the rain and I've been trying to fix it, but I mean, it's natural, you know, it's not all stiff and starchy and that sort of thing. And I think, you know, a smoother look is really natural, shiny look is really what to go for these days. Now, you probably have seen me, I have naturally curly hair, and I also did a video on how I keep it more natural looking. I keep the frizz away from it. I'm going to put the link up there for you because products really matter, and the shampoo and the conditioner and the anti-frizz products are really, really important. But if you're, you know, teasing it all up here and upside down and you got that great big hair, yeah, you probably need to change your routine a little bit, and people will kind of notice, like, oh my gosh, you look amazing. And it's just because you're much more natural. So there you go. And of course, these are just my opinions, but I don't know, maybe some of the ideas that I have here will help you get out of the old century and into the new one, which we've been in for quite some time now. But you know, the other thing I want to know is there something that I missed? You know, maybe there's something that you've changed recently that you think is really important to add to the comments, and I'd love to hear them. And you know, we're all sharing in the comments, and that's wonderful because we are a Awesome Over 50 community now. So somebody else who's looking quite youthful these days is our cuteness factor, Little Hurricane. Now, Little Hurricane, he just got his puppy cut, and he looks very, very dapper and very youthful right now. And actually in dog years, he's actually over 60, so look at his little ears perk up like, what? Anyway, no, but he's looking really youthful with a few little changes, and I think that's what this video was all about. And by the way, we do put out the beauty videos every Friday and the inspirational, fun, travel, that sort of thing on Tuesdays. And thank you to all of the subscribers. And hey, if you're not a subscriber, well, why not come on down and join us? There's a button down there, and don't forget to ring the bell, and we would love to have you join us in our community here. And so, oh, and another thing is every single day now, yes, Hurricane, every day we post on Instagram. So just search Awesome Over 50 and get your little bit of awesomeness every single day. And so in the meantime, you know, little changes are good. They really are. And sometimes it just, I don't know, it just gives us a little bit more life to do something a little bit different, a little bit more trendy and that sort of thing. And until next time, you guys, I'm getting to know a lot of you. You're absolutely amazing, amazing people. And keep on going out into the world. Show your awesomeness, showing how amazing not only the way you look, but also the way that your soul is, and we'll see you later. Everyone's invited to subscribe and join us on our videos.